Hey friends, how are y'all? Things are good here. It is a chilly. It's not chilly, it's cold. It's a cold morning in Nashville, Tennessee. I think it was 28 degrees when the kids and I left for school. Um, anyway, Cooper's school is having a faculty and staff luncheon today. And after they eat lunch, the teachers get a to-go box and go through this little like buffet of treats and build a little box for themselves to take home for the holidays. So we are going to make something for that. I already sent fudge in this morning, but I'm going to make scones, lemon blueberry scones, and take those in as well. For those of you that don't know, a scone is like a cross between a biscuit and a muffin. It has the texture of a biscuit, but it's sweet like a muffin and usually flavored like you would a muffin. Like, for instance, these are lemon blueberry. So the taste of a lemon blueberry muffin, but in a biscuit form. Um, so let's get into it. They're super tasty. I remember the first time I ever had a scone. I think I was in like the 6th or 7th grade. And there was this place called Bread and Company here in Nashville. And my mom took me to the original location of Bread and Company, which Bread and Company doesn't even exist anymore. But we went to the original location in Belle Meade, and she got me a black currant scone. And it was life-changing. I've loved scones ever since then. So I'm excited to make these with y'all. First thing we need is 2 cups of flour. Next thing we need is 6 tablespoons of sugar, the zest of a lemon, 2.5 teaspoons baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to whisk this all together. Now we're going to take our box grater, put it right in our flour. We have a stick of frozen butter, and we are going to grate this right into our flour mixture. It's easier to grate your butter if you actually dip it in the flour. All right, now that we've got all that butter grated into our flour mixture, we're just going to go in and mix this with our fingers. And we're going for like a wet sand, clumpy sand texture. Like, we want the flour, but we want there to be teeny tiny little pieces of butter kind of all throughout that flour. All right, now in a small bowl, we're going to do half a cup of heavy cream, 1 egg, and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. We're going to mix that up, and we're going to pour this right over our flour. Now with a spatula, we're going to work together our flour and our cream mixture and get it to like a sticky ball of dough consistency. Now that we've got it to like sticky dough stage, we're going to add in frozen blueberries. Now I'm going to switch over to my hands and just work this into one sticky ball of dough. All right, now we've got our cookie sheet. We have a piece of parchment on it. We're going to turn our dough out onto the cookie sheet, and we're going to work it into a 9-inch round, which is the size of a pie plate. So if you can visualize the size of a pie plate, you know how big of a circle you're going for. All right, that looks great. Now we're going to cut this into 8 wedges. All right, we've cut our dough into 8 wedges. We've kind of spread them out on our tray. Now we're going to come back and we're going to brush them with some heavy cream and sprinkle them with sugar on the top, and that will give them just like a nice shiny look and a little sweet bite as you bite into them. So I'm just going to drop just like a drop or 2 of cream on top of each one, and then use my pastry brush to spread it around. All right, here they are with the cream and the sugar on them. I'm going to stick these in the fridge for about 15 minutes while my oven preheats. That just helps the butter and everything like re-solidify after we've been working with it out here in room temperature. You want that butter to be really, really, really cold right when the scones go in the oven. It just kind of helps the chemistry of how it bakes and melts and all of that. It just helps your texture if it's really, really, really cold dough when it goes into the oven. So we'll do that. I'll bake them, and then I'll be back. I'm going to bake them for 20 to 25 minutes in a 400-degree oven. So fridge for 15, oven for 20 to 25 at 400, and then we'll come back and we're going to make a lemon glaze, and then we're going to get them glazed and see what they look like. Okay, friends, our scones are out of the oven. They look amazing. We're going to make the frosting or the icing, and then we'll get that on there and y'all can see them. So in this bowl, I've got 3 cups of powdered sugar, and to it, I'm adding the juice of 2 lemons. It calls for 3 tablespoons, and I think the juice of 2 lemons will be just right. All right, let's get that all mixed up together. Okay, our icing is all done. That only takes a second. And now we can drizzle it onto our warm scones. Don't they look amazing? Ooh, the sheet pan is hot. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, hold on. Let me get an oven mitt and I can give you a better look. They look good, don't they? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. They look like triangle-shaped blueberry muffins. All right, we're just gonna use our whisk and we're gonna get some frosting on it and drizzle it on these scones. Well, one of them got a good dose of frosting. Oh, the frosting is dripping off of it. Doesn't that look amazing? Oh my gosh. These are a gift. You know, I'm taking them to that luncheon, but I've got to try one. Mmm. So good. Like the most delicious lemon blueberry muffin biscuit concoction. Mmm. 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 You guys, these are amazing. This is probably the best scone I've ever had. Maybe it's because it's warm from the oven. Makes it even better. Those blueberries bursting in your mouth. Oh my gosh. So good. To die for. Mmm. Now I don't really want to take them to the lunch. I just want to keep them and eat them all. Oh my gosh, those are divine. Mmm. 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 So good. All right. I love y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow.